energy from where? All that light, that source of energy, all that light is getting its light, its energy from the darkness. From and so now you've connected your mind to the entirety of the universe. And if you're not teaching your children that, then everything's in vain.
And that's the reason why I was saying, what are you teaching your child? I kind of intervened on his conversation, but that's the thing I'm saying. It's up to you, Mother Nature. You're the mother in the nature. You have to kind of take yourself out of the construct of this westernized understanding, because these people came out of a cave in their part Neanderthal, monkey, rhesus monkey.
Baba.
And all that kind of crap. They are.
Yes.
Period.
I want
as humans,
Solar to handle this.
I
could easily handle it, but I want Solar to do it.
I enjoy this.
Why you call my name, baby? What's going on?
I just was like, so this is what my demons look like. Like, this is what it looks like.
This is your subconscious. This is your subconscious. This is all the things that's stopping you from getting back on your purpose and in your journey. This is your moment.
But this is not a lot, though. It could be more, right? So
it's not. Yeah, it could be way more than this. You have little things that you need to just get out of the way, and they're all popping up. You just got to be able to see the symbols.
I would agree. And it's really what we're going to be doing. What I see that is the layer that you're stuck in, which is why I'm focusing on it, is that
Solar is basically talking to you.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a limit. It's a cap that you're putting on yourself for real.
The seven show.
The seven subconscious.
The seven subconscious show.
Oh, gosh.
I'm really special.
Yes, the world is yours.
The world is yours. Say that again.
This world is yours.
I'm thankful.
Are you?
I really am.
And then we don't even know, too, that as melanated people on this planet, we're the only ones with real hair. And I love Nature Boy because he flexes and flosses that.
I've been yearning for this clarity.
We're the only race of people with real hair. Every other race have fur. We're the only people on the planet that have real hair. That's why they go out of their way to talk about it and out of their way to to just kill it.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful thing to know that we are real queens. Well, if you come from America, you're real queens because we came directly from pharaohs. Okay, this was it. We were called emperors and empress, and they still call us that. But they keep getting us out of our construct to keep calling ourselves their word, which is nigga. They was troglodyte niggas in a cave. That was their name. Black was their name because their blood is not pure. It wasn't about our skin color because we come in all colors and things like that. It was about the pureness of your blood, like the royal blood, and the queen over there, she has royal blood.
Can I say something though, 709? I think I like the way that you articulate, but I think you should let Solar finish because yours is limited to where he's trying to take you to another. He's trying to show you something.
Okay,
he's
yes,
trying to show you something.
But he's trying to show me something. He's trying to show
No.
me
Listen.
You and
remember, I told you about the person in the video game that you walk up to that can only say what they say that are programmed. This is all for you, Seven. You're not seeing this. She's never going to be convinced.
Oh my goodness!
This is a message for you. It's not about getting her to understand. It's about getting you to understand.
No, but I want to hear Solar. That's what I'm saying. Like, I understand what this is a message from. Yes,
but if you listen to her too, you gonna see like it's gonna. This is like for me when I hear people saying like limited things or things like that. It's an opportunity to teach. So I actually do kind of listen to them a little bit to see where the minds are. So what you're gonna do is as she's speaking, you're gonna start hearing yourself. And that's one of the things that Chief is pointing out right now. And even real quick with what you were saying about the pharaohs and the kings and queens, yet again, what people don't understand is the fact that white people, they understand melanin. They know what melanin is.
Oh,
White people
absolutely,
is. And so
absolutely, and
they
yeah,
know the power.
absolutely.
So yeah, they know the power that y'all have. They already know what.
That's why. That's why it's on. Like it's worth more than gold. They
Yup,
give it the worth.
that's
Yeah,
a fact. And something's worth is determined on its usefulness.
yeah,
Melanin is useful.
yeah,
Melanin, your connection to the universe. So melanated people
yeah.
are naturally more connected. So this is so what's happening right now, right? Is they would like for you to be talking about Moors. They would like for you to be going into Black Lives Matter and doing things like that
No, no,
because
no,
they know that that's a cap of what you're truly meant to awaken to right now.
no.
And
The
there's a
Black Lives. No, well, let's
oh
clear
no,
that
let me
up. The Black
stop.
Lives Matter is
Let
only to call.
me say what I'm saying. I
Hear
don't.
you
I'm not
calling
gonna talk
yourself
about that.
black, which is meaning that you have animals in your blood.
Look, that's not gonna help us. I want to tell you something that's gonna help us.
Actually they're chanting Black Matter, but that's
They're
another
saying
whole subject. But
exactly. It's subconscious.
And when and let me explain something to you guys. Even though I know you guys are master everything, I get that. But when they say Black Lives Matter, they're not talking about them. Because most melanated people are 100% humans. We don't got no monkeys in us at all unless we crossbreed it. When they said Black Lives Matter, they were talking about this coronavirus and all of them dying. All of them dying. Okay? That's
when they
why that
saying Black
happened
Lives
so
Matter,
abruptly like that.
if you
Because when
take the word,
no,
if you
they know
take
who black. If you ever punch up black nobility, black nobility, black nobility, the word black nobility, it's all white people.
okay,
It's all
then when you
punch it up on your
when
computer. You ain't gonna find no melanated person in there because we were never called black. Never called black. We were called
okay,
white actors,
well, being
not
called
never
black is
black.
being called black is a very good thing if you understand what black is.
Hmm.
Um, not in the legal sense, but in the cosmic sense, in the universal sense. When I say they're saying Black Lives Matter, take the word life out. What are they chanting? It's subconscious. Black matter. Now study black matter. And then it'll take you back to melanin. And then
Yep.
you'll understand why they have you chanting black matter. So see,
I understand
we're
that,
on
but
another.
also
No, you don't understand it. You
lives.
don't
But
understand it.
you
And
gotta
if you want,
Okay, well,
y'all want me
I'm
to
just
tell us,
saying, period, of how they think. And they think we're so sleep that we don't even, because if I call
black is
myself
not an
black,
insult. When you look up in the sky, what color is the sky?
black,
Mm.
Okay. Have you ever studied black matter?
yes.
When you take the word lives out of Black Lives Matter, what do you get? Black matter. That's what they have you chanting. If you really are woke,
Oh,
you would know that they have
but
you
hold
chanting
on, because this
black
is
matter.
bigger. It's bigger than a surface thing. If you go
It's
look on
not.
their website, they
That's not surface at
That's
all.
advocate gay
Hold up.
people
Hold up.
and gay rights.
they
Listen. This is not about. This is about black matter. Again, you keep going around here. You're going back to your program. We're trying to elevate your mind here. This is not on the surface. It's about black matter.
that's a
You
fact.
understand what I'm saying? Like you're trying to make it about a human thing, and this is about spirituality. Like we don't live in the realm you live in. We hear things as they are, not by what they're said. You're in a political state, which is cool and that's fine. That's surface. I'm telling you to Google Black Matter. Google Black Matter. It's subconscious. It's not saying Black Lives Matter. It's saying Black Matter. So the universe is sending you a message to study Black Matter. Study it. Melanin. Then you will know why it's worth more than gold. This is what it all comes down to. Black Matter. Google Black Matter. Period.
It's
Just
dark,
Google it. I don't want
dark.
to sit here and talk to you about political things as far as race goes and stuff like that, because I could break that stuff down to you. You don't have no rights in their jurisdiction. No
Nope.
matter what you think you do, they have guns. It narrows down to how many guns they got and who can dominate who. They didn't come here by law. They broke the law. It's Get down, lay down. We're gonna take this shit. It's war. It's it's big fish eat little fish. Don't talk to me about nature and racism and politics when nature is the primitive politic of the whole thing. The laws of nature is
Mm.
that the white man has came and taken over. You signed treaties so they won't kill all of you. Our chiefs signed treaties so that they wouldn't kill all of us.
That's a
You
fact.
got to understand how this shit happened. White people didn't come here on this land saying, "Hey, kumbaya" and all this shit, and hey, and trying to. No, nigga, these niggas came to conquer. They came to conquer, colonize, and make you believe what they want you to believe, and that's exactly what happened. We signed treaties because we didn't have the firepower nor the equipment to fight war with these men. We didn't have it. And what happened was we signed treaties so that we all don't die. It happened in Hawaii. Just go to Hawaii. Hawaii signed. They have a king called Hanaka Naka, something like that. This dude
Yeah.
brung all the islands together and brought peace and signed treaties with the colonizer so that the colonizer wouldn't kill all of them because they was going to fight to the end. But these chiefs, these kings, signed treaties with white men so that they would have their section and we would have our side. What happened was when you're living with the white man, we took on his ways. There was already treaties here, right? We signed the treaty, right? You live over there, we live over here. And then people started crossbreeding and starting taking over. The white man came with all kind of technologies and conveniences for great ideas for human beings. And before you know it, they conquered us. Niggas came out of the bush and started going into Babylon. People have betrayed their ways of nature and went into the colonizer's world and became the colonizer. That's exactly what happened. I'm not arguing about this shit. It's not an argument. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you straight up.
Mm.
When the colonizer came here, it was war. Yeah, we taught them things, but they motherfucking came and killed a lot of people. Even in Hawaii, if you look up the history, like I just told you, the colonizer came up this motherfucker and said, "Get down, lay down, you fucking monkeys." And we were going to lose. There was so many soldiers of our soldiers dying, so many indigenous people dying because the colonizer came with fire. He came with guns and guns blazing and shit. And we was turning on each other. Look at what happened in Jamaica with the Cameroons.
Yep.
The history is there for you. We traded. They had offered people money to catch anybody that ran away as slaves and bring them back to them. They offered them money. They signed treaties to say if you find a slave, you would have to. It would be illegal. You have to give our slaves back. And the slaves were, there was men that was in guerrilla warfare for the land, and motherfucking white people warred, and we signed treaties. If you look at all the treaties signed on all the lands, we signed treaties with indigenous people. Now, the indigenous people had their land and they had their ways and they were living their life the way they lived their life usually. We taught white people a lot of things about the land, but white people took knowledge from everywhere and they built their world, they built their churches, they built their Christians, and you know what happened? The same thing as today, and you can see it today. It's some people that live in the bush and live off from nature. And then some people live in what you call civilization. That's the white man's world. There's some people that are still living by the ways of the land away and in the bush. And then there's some people that go live in civilization. In every country I've ever went in, whether it's been Mexico, it doesn't matter. In Africa, you will see there's countryside. There's a countryside where people come from villages and they go to the city. The city is the place they go to where they like, well, I'm going to be a city boy. You're a city boy. But you see what I'm saying? So the colonizer has created Babylon, the fast life, the business, the banks, all of that stuff. That's the colonizer's mind. Well, what happened was our people have started to take on the ways of the colonizer and become the colonizer. And it doesn't matter your fucking color. It's your mentality that you took on. Niggas ain't living by indigenous laws. They threw away their indigenous ways and they went to the colonizer's world to become city boys and city girls. And they go to work every day and they become the colonizer. And that's what happened. We abandoned our ways.
Mm.
We forgot who the fuck we are. We took on their ways, and that was it. Period. And that's what we are today. You understand? We became numb. You understand? So it is what it is. And we want equal rights. We want to say, hey, give us equal rights to you. Give us equal rights. That's what we're asking for. Black people are protesting to be treated equal in a place that they will never be equal in. We just want our own land and be left alone. You will never, because at the end of the day, you were never meant to be around your lower self. You're supposed to come out of here. Supposed to come out of here.
That's
Get
a
away
fact.
from your oppressor. You're supposed to leave. It even says it in the Bible. Come out of Babylon. Come out of
Ooh.
her. Run into the mountains, or you will experience her wrath and her karma. They will be swallowed by their own ways. And you're gonna experience it too. So while you sitting there talking about the rights that you have within their fucking system, the fuck are you talking about? We have nothing to do with their system. We had our own system, our own jurisdiction. And then you saying, yeah, I know that. We signed treaties and there were agreements that they're not agreeing to, and we were Moors and we have rights. Motherfucker, you ain't got no rights with the devil. The devil do what the fuck it want to do. It'll create another law that'll block that law. And you sitting there trying to fight the fight with paperwork. If you don't get out these crackers' face and out this jurisdiction and go build your own and get the fuck out of their face and leave and let them kill themselves, that's the only fucking solution, is that you leave the cracker, let him do what he does, and let God deal with him. Let nature deal with him. Because you don't have the firepower, nor the paperwork, nor the rights. All you are is angry and upset. And they show you what happens when you're in your emotions. They don't give a fuck about your emotions. They'll put their fucking knee on your neck, you little black monkey. You always be a black monkey, and we'll let go the officer that did it just to let you know, bitch, you ain't running shit. You're just in your emotions. Logically, you better do something logically. Because you're in your emotions about, man, we're Moors. We don't have to do this shit. We didn't in the Bible. Look, I got this law. This law says this. They don't give a fuck about that. You know what's behind law? Guns. You know what's behind your little paperwork? Guns. And you don't have enough. You
Mm.
you don't have enough guns to create no laws or ask those people to follow their laws. They could break their rules whenever they treaties, whenever they fucking want to. You only signed the treaties because you were scared that they would kill you if you go to war. You ain't ready for war with the white man or the colonizer. You're not. Even if black people, all the black people in America got together right now, it would be a genocide. Niggas will kill your ass quick as shit. You don't have enough gun power to fuck with the US and their ways. They have armies. They have military. They have secret weapons. Nigga, they don't even need to fight you. They make you fight yourself. You're still fighting
Mm.
ourselves because that's a weapon they use. It's called white supremacy. They got us fighting each other. Nigga, they don't need to fight you. They'll make you kill yourself. And that's exactly where we're at. The number one weapon they got is our own people, nigga. What the fuck? They created that. They don't have to fight you. They'll make you kill yourself. Psychological warfare. The fuck is you talking about, dog? Don't come to me with no goddamn more information. When we gods, we know exactly what needs to be done. We doing it. Period. Not arguing with you back and forth about that. Nigga, you ain't got enough guns. You talk about paperwork and don't realize when you go in these courts, what you really dealing with is Satan itself. Satan, the spirit of Satan is what you're dealing with. You're not dealing with these people. You're dealing with Satan, and you're gonna tell Satan like, "Oh, we're gonna take over." You ain't taking over shit. You ain't got no guns. You ain't got no weapons. You ain't got shit. And the little guns you got, we gave them to you, nigga. We gave you them little guns. Y'all sitting up there with y'all little guns, thinking you fighting something. You got a death wish. Y'all can't fuck with white supremacy. White supremacy is the only one that can kill white supremacy. So you might as well not try to get your people killed. And you might as well just leave, nigga. Leave. Go far away as possible and let them kill themselves. And then we gonna rule the earth. Then the meek shall inherit the earth. You ain't got enough motherfucking manpower, nor do you have enough firepower to be fucking enforcing no fucking laws in their world, in their jurisdiction. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to you. And they keep showing your stupid ass that, but you keep walking around with your little teal hat on, your little teepee hat. They'll smack that fucking hat off and kill you right in the street, nigga. You fucking monkey. Don't you get it? These niggas is not gonna let you ever have equal rights. You're never gonna have the rights you fucking want. Talking about, I just want to see. Well, it doesn't matter what president there is. It don't, nigga. They got you by the balls. Them niggas don't need to do nothing, nigga. We killing ourselves. We hate ourselves. We hate ourselves. They got us on autopilot. We in a bucket. We're a barrel. We're in crabs in a barrel, and we'll never rise because they got you by your mind, nigga. So it don't matter what the fuck you talking about when it comes to law, paperwork, nigga. You got to be out your motherfucking mind. Come on, bro. Wake the fuck up. Wake up, bro. I'm not arguing with you about that.
These were peasants that came over here. The Pope.
Oh
Yeah, she's still
God,
going.
bruh.
She's still going. And that's what I'm saying. It's a program. It's a program. And motherfuckers ain't got a soul. Motherfuckers is just a program. It's like a video game. When you go up to a video game and you go up to a person, they can only tell you what they're programmed to tell you, or they're programmed. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the information is useful for a time and space, but it's not useful in this time in the Aquarius. We in the age of Aquarius. We in another age, bro. This shit is over. The world she talking about is over. Yo, y'all world is a wrap. You walking around with mask on. You about to get hit with a vaccine, my nigga. The world is over. It's not going to redeem itself. They open up the world is that they give every vaccines. Y'all gonna take the vaccine? All right, then it's over, nigga. It's war.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is you talking about? Your world is done, nigga. Stupid. Your world is over. It's done. It's over. Period. Enjoy that vaccine, nigga. Talking about y'all niggas that do anything to get back to slavery, to get back to the plantation. You want to get back to that plantation so bad. Motherfuckers, niggas fucking hate. You know what? And the only reason why I'm doing this PK with TK is because at the end of the day, I already know all I'm going to do is talk about house niggas versus field niggas. The field niggas is like, come on, let's separate. Come on, let's go do our own thing. You understand? And the house niggas like, hell no. I love my plantation. Master, we getting all the master that got. Master let me drive his cars. He let me drive it. He let me have his house. I got my children in school. I would never leave this house. And Malcolm X said it best. He said it best, and I'm gonna put the video. House niggas were close to their master. They identified with their master so much so they became their master. When he say, I'm sick, he said, what happened, boss? We sick? These motherfuckers are convinced that they are white Europeans. And they feel like ain't nothing better than this. And what does the field nigga say? The field nigga hate white supremacy. The field nigga hate their laws and their ways and their culture and what they value. The field nigga say, come on, let's separate. Let's go do our own thing. The house nigga has been convinced. This has been going on since the beginning of time. You house niggas can't let that shit go. You value it too much. Your ancestors fought to be fucking house niggas. And you say, well, my ancestors sat here and died so I can be a house nigga, so I can get equal rights, so I can eat in this restaurant, so I can go to the same bathroom. You dickhead. And even the person, Martin Luther King, has said, I'm sorry to say that I feel like I have led my people into a burning house.
Yep.
And now, what do you know about Martin Luther King? That he said, we shall overcome. And one day, little white boys and white girl, black girl. But if you look in nature, there's all kind of ants. But you'll never see a black ant with a red ant. It's all kind of birds, but everything is in harmony and separation. And it was right that white people segregated. It's segregated. Because at the end of the day, we're different. But nah, we wanted equal rights. We wanted equal rights. They let your ass free, but you said, nah, we're going to go fuck with these white people and make them give us equal rights. And no, we did separate and we still was in their jurisdiction now. We didn't do what Marcus Garvey said, get on that fucking boat and go back to Africa. But what they do, they don't want to go back to Africa. They don't want to go back somewhere where they foreign and they go start their own thing. Because you know what? No, we want to stay here up under Massa and his jurisdiction. And we want Massa to give us something. Give you something. You're begging for. And Malcolm X said it best. A man doesn't ask for freedom. He takes it. The fuck is wrong with you? Leave, motherfucker. What the fuck is you asking for equal rights for? What the fuck is you asking for land for? Leave, motherfucker. You ain't got to ask nobody for freedom. Just leave. Motherfuckers can't walk away because they have deep-rooted generational curses. They got to be up under their master. And because they identify with their master so much psychologically, they wear his clothes. And then the niggas say, "Well, all the clothes you wearing is white." Nigga, I'm wearing clothes, nigga. They know it. I ain't wearing no Versace, nigga. You think you white? You want to be? You praise Europeanism. You want to be master, nigga. I just wear this clothes to cover up from the elements, and most of this shit from China. Because white people ain't did shit for themselves. We built everything. Some slave fucking built the shit and clothed it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that. So we are the ones that need to understand the only remedy is to leave. And it's always been that. Even Elijah Muhammad, his whole sole purpose is that the black man is God. The black man is the ruler of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
And when we say the black man, we're not making our woman exempt because we're one being. We don't, when you say the black man is God, what you're saying is the black man and his woman, because his woman is not separated from him. We're saying black woman or black man. We're saying a black man, that go hand in hand. And the only reason why a woman feels so out of it, oh, the black man is God. What about the black woman? Well, we never said that you wasn't a part of the black man. It's just that you so much of a man in your motherfucking soul that you feel like you need to say, what about the woman? What about the woman? Because you acting like a fucking man. That's why. Ain't no other woman on this planet talking about she independent. You stupid motherfuckers. So snap the fuck out of that. You don't hear no Chinese woman. I'm an independent Chinese woman. I'm an independent Russian woman. No, motherfucker, you ain't no independent nothing. We ain't independent. We're interdependent. We need each other. You understand? So when I say the black man is God, when Elijah Muhammad was saying the black man is God, he meant he's the head, he's the ruler of his family. He is God, and his woman is his counterpart. So it's not a thing to say. You understand? It's not a thing to say anything, because the black man can't do nothing without his woman anyway. So when they say the black man is God, he's including you. So, but y'all have these complexes that white supremacy have given you so that we can stay separate. They give us these complexes so we can stay separated from each other and segregated and fighting and having gender wars, and more enchanted ones come and they fuck the enchanted ones. They call them gay. They fuck them up, and then they try to send a message and they can't send a message because they're bound to sexuality. So shit is all twisted. I break all of this shit down in my teachings. So I'm not sitting here arguing with no lady that's a bot. We understand what you are, lady. We understand that you are programmed to say what you said. We're not gonna sit and argue about no paperwork. You can sit there all you want, because you already got that generational curse. You already told us that your mama was fighting, and you know what I'm saying. And now you sit there in the system trying to fight to do the same shit.
Same shit.
And the thing is, they still going upside your fucking head. And at one point, dude, insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Your mama got beat while she was pregnant with you for fighting the law, trying to get equal rights. Now you gonna perpetuate the same ignorance by continuing the legacy of your generational curse. That don't make no fucking sense. Do something different. Leave, nigga. Separate. And that's the only thing I gotta say about this PK with TK. It's because at the end of the day, all I'm gonna say is like, look, man, we two different niggas. I'm a field nigga, you a house nigga. I'm a runaway slave. You conform. You stayed. I'm a runaway slave. You understand? And I have a team of people trying to hunt me down for massa and bring me back to the plantation. And once I'm in the plantation, they happy. You ever notice that when they got me back to the state lines, they happy. They just disappear.
Mm-hmm.
That's their sole purpose, is to get you back to the plantation.
Mr. Smith.
Get you locked up so you can't run no more. And they're going to punish you for running. Just like it's always been the same thing. You had the niggas that haunted niggas down and brought them back. It's always been that way.
Yeah.
And I put a video online where it shows in the movie Mandingo. Go watch the movie Mandingo. It's always been a house nigga that love massa more than massa love itself, because it's called what? It's a psychological condition. It's called Stockholm syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what our people have, Stockholm syndrome. And we have to reprogram our subconscious minds. Period.
Yeah. It's like that movie Get Out. It's like black people aren't even black. They white for real. They are the master. Master is in all the black people now. They became one with them. They're no longer black people. You're not talking to black. When we talking to people like her, we're not talking to a black person. We're talking to a European soul. Somebody.
And the motherfucker in the chat asked me, why you running? This is how you know these niggas don't know they slaves. You
Right.
don't know you a slave.
Leave and
You
go
don't.
where?
Why you running? Well, if you knew you were a slave, you would run too. You would run far away from your enemy. You don't know you a slave no more. These are the new slaves. They don't know they're slaves no more. They got it good. They eating no fat off the horse. Look at them. They think they eating good. They think they living good because they live like they master. Motherfuckers say, why you running? What you running? Why you running? Nigga, I'm not running. I'm loving myself, giving
That's
myself the
so
very
crazy.
best. You give that cracker power. You give just with your energy alone and being in that system, you give them power. You give them everything the crackers say that's valuable. You value it. If the crackers, matter of fact, it ain't valuable unless the crackers say it's valuable. You see this Versace shit I got on? Yeah. This cost $500. Why? Because the cracker valued it at $500, and now you feel good about yourself because the cracker said that that's valuable. All the things that you find valuable is because white people say they're valuable.
Mm.
And until white people tell you you're valuable, will you ever feel you're valuable? But they won't tell you that, will they? They don't teach you about your melanin. You have to teach yourself your own value because they will not even have you in their textbooks. They have reduced your melanin just to a pigment. They said your melanin is just a pigment. And every now and then you find a good white man or a good white woman out of all of them that tell you the fucking truth. A good scientist that say, well, melanin is way more than that. And they only be doing it because they're talking about the chaga plant or some shit. And they'll talk about the element of that's
Right.
in it, that carbon in it, that makes it valuable. But that's why you got to do your own research because they will never value you. But they value these material things, and that's what you put your value into what they say is valuable. But they don't never value you. We are the only people on this whole planet that makes money off of a music that tears their people down. There's not no other genre of music is sold on the market at all. At all. This is something to think about. Why is it that we have the only music that talks about killing each other? You can't find it in rock and roll. You can't find it in no other genre but hip hop, where we openly talk about killing ourselves. And we have to ask, why is the white man so interested in marketing that? You couldn't get them to have somebody talk about harming animals or harming children. If you had music that talked about harming kids and harming animals, they wouldn't market it. But if you talk about black on black crime, we got a market for that. Why? Why is it that they are okay with marketing and pushing out and giving you a record deal to talk about murdering your own brother? We are the only people that way, and they market it. They would never let you talk about harming animals. Never. Because they wouldn't allow it. They would be protesting against it. It would be white people across the nation ban this genre of music. They're talking about hurting pets. They're talking about They're talking about harming and killing dogs. Please don't let them talk about killing dogs. But these Jewish men, these white men sit up and market black people, talking about killing black people openly on the radio. You don't think that's strategic? You couldn't get anybody to make music about harming animals. But But black people could talk about harming black people and it sells. These rappers are making money off of talking about killing each other and being ignorant and selling drugs to your people. Cook up the coke. Nigga, what? And the white people are literally, they have a market. You can come to a label with that kind of music and literally they're like, we need it. Yes, come with that. That's what's valuable. They make the value, stupid. They give you money. They make us kill each other through our music so they can lock us all up. What the fuck do you think the prisons is a business? So the music industry is connected to the prison industry, and that's connected to the food industry, and it's all connected, and we're trapped within that matrix. But niggas still just keep being dumb. Now, is there something wrong with men killing? No, that's part of men. Men are violent. It's when you start to kill your own self. Let me ask you this. What is it called when the immune system in their cells start to kill their own cells? What is it called? What is it called when the immune system starts to attack itself? What is that called? Anybody?
I don't know.
Yep.
What happens when the body's immune system starts to attack itself? What is it called?
You know.
When the immune system starts to attack itself and kill itself. Anybody?
I don't want to give it
cancer, HIV. Cancer, HIV, which is the same thing. HIV. HIV is when the immune system turns on itself and starts to attack itself. Now, black people are the immune system of this fucking planet. But we're attacking ourselves. It's called autoimmune disease, AIDS, nigga. Now, what would make the immune system turn on itself? Information, misinformation, cells that don't have the proper understanding because of a virus that came in and modified their genetic code, which is the information that they live on. So they gave you a body, gave you the shit that you have, programmed you and miseducated you, and now you're turning against your own selves. Because they're a virus. And that's what a virus does. A virus comes in, hijacks the system, and turns them against themselves. So the virus can grow and manifest and colonize and grow without the disturbance of black men getting angry and fighting that system. So they turned us against each other. This is the same thing that happens in the body. That's how you know white people are viruses. Period.
Spiritual warfare is biological warfare, period.
Period.
So what you look like staying in that environment.
So if we know that we're immune system cells, that we're immunity, we must live in harmony with the planet. We cannot live in white supremacy. We cannot live there. So TK want to do a PK with me when this nigga's clearly a goddamn a cancer cell.
Cancer cell.
Being a cancer cell. And I'm trying to tell this brother, like, yo, brother, you're not a cancer cell. You're an immune system cell. You're melanin. Do you know what that means? Do you know what your melanin is? Do you know why the ground is brown and you're brown? Do you know why everything in life has melanin? Do you know what melanin is? You don't. You don't know why it's worth more than gold. You just know it's worth more than gold. You just think it's a spin. I'm black. I got it. I'm good. Black excellence. Black excellence is owning your own business? Is being house niggas? How, my nigga?
Heck no.
How is black excellence owning your own business? When you know to get a business, you have to have you have to get involved with the white man. and sign an agreement with the white man. You are a slave. These are the new slaves. Black owned business. Look, support your black owned business. The fuck? So now we gonna make you gonna take the politics and make it black. Make it black washed. It has a black face now. White supremacy has a black face now.
That's it.
White supremacy has a black face now. It's called the black excellence. Black owned businesses. This is what your ancestors been fighting for. Your devil ancestors, your weak ass ancestors was begging, we shall overcome. They came and brought their minds together so that we can get equal rights within the system. That's all we asking for. We just want to be house niggas. Please, okay. Massa, please let me be a house nigga. That's all black people asking for collectively right now in this world. All these motherfuckers. I just want to be a house nigga. I want equal rights. I'm a man just like you. I want to be just like you. And you won't let me be just like you. What? You want to be like the virus? This is what we're saying. This is called Stockholm Syndrome. Yep. You're not giving me an opportunity to be a virus, a devil. I want to be a devil. Give us the opportunity to be just like you. And I bet you we can beat you at being a devil.
Yeah.
We can be better devils. We can be better judges. We can be better police officers. We can do this shit better than you.
That's melanin.
Because we're black. The fucking programs, brother. Once crazy. You see them for what they are, it is crazy. It is crazy. And they call it black excellence. That's what's value. They value what the white man values, money. But let me ask you a question. The people that print money, what do they want? Money is a game. You're playing it. The people that print the money, what do they want? They want power. They want to control you and distract you. You're distracted with getting the bag. That's what your music tell you to do. That's why they market the music. They give these artists money to make people. Why do you think they give your artists money and make them flash all the jewelry and the Europeanisms and the cars and the flashy cars and the diamonds and all this shit? And you want to be just like them motherfuckers because they know that they can influence you, and so they market what these motherfuckers can talk about. Do you think if Jay-Z started talking about knowledge of self that they would market that? You think that if he started talking about real shit that they would market it? No. All his endorsers, all the people that make sure that he stay with some money would turn on him. Oh, we don't want to have anything to do with that because that's not. These people are puppets. Puppets. Sellouts. For a bag. But what is the profit of man to gain the world and lose his soul?
Ooh.
Soulless motherfuckers. And anybody in the industry will tell you when you meet these people, they have no soul. They act like they happy.
Empty.
And they act like they happy, they got it all, but they don't. There's never enough. A car becomes a car. When you done drove every car in the world, a car becomes a car. It's a point wait for point A, point B. It doesn't fucking matter. They know that, but they keep playing with y'all like, oh yeah. The niggas know they done drove every car there it is to drive. Nigga, it's speed limits. Your car goes 200 miles an hour. If you ain't in Germany on the Autobahn, what the fuck it need to do that for? Because it's how you do it. It's class. Okay, you done had power for so long. You've been better than everybody. Wow, woo, woo, woo. You've been better than everybody. Yeah. Now what? Now I want to give back to the people. Okay, you done gave to the people. Now what? Empty. without a soul. There's nothing there. Their purpose is to distract you. Robots and puppets, exactly, love. But anyway, we're gonna start our day. That was for 7. I got like a lot of more work to do today.
Yo, Chief.
Yo,
whenever I hear you versus TKO, all I can see is God versus money. That's it. So you could side with him and give him all the numbers and say, oh, he won, but that's because most people support money.
Thanks.
And he going after me because he know I'm an easy win, because at the end of the day, on this app you win, brother, but in life you lose.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You might win on the app, but then in life you lose.
They short term, we brother. Forever.
So you know, you got the zombies, you're sleeping, you got all of them, and they you talking that shit, and you flash the things that they value. So they gonna ride with you. They hate me because I do the opposite of what they do. I'm the opposite of what they stand for. I convict them with everything that I'm doing. Like, oh well, I couldn't do it. Of course you can't do it, because you're not programmed to. You're not chosen. Your name is not in the book of life.
You're not enabled.
You're not enabled. You know what I'm saying? There's very few that will be enabled. So with that being stated, we're gonna start our day. I'm gonna get ready for the day, and I'll be live in like an hour or so. And you might catch me in somebody else's room. Just follow me. If you're not following me, we drop knowledge all day, every day. That's what we do. Every time you hear me, like now sometimes you hear me, I'm just jamming out and just joking. But 90% of the time, it's gonna be knowledge dropped. I don't know how to do anything else but listen to good music, flirt with women, and drop knowledge. Like, he gonna flirt with women, he gonna play good music, he gonna drink and drop knowledge. This is what this nigga do all day. That's what he do all day. Like, he gonna flirt with some beautiful motherfuckers. He gonna curse a nigga out occasionally. He gonna drop the knowledge, and that's it. All that extra shit ain't even necessary. And nigga gonna make you laugh too, cause I'm funny
every day.
So I hope you got all the lessons just on a wake up.
I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
Tyler, it's crazy how it all came to you. I love watching your subconscious just come like.
Messages.
I don't know what else to say.
All right, y'all. I see y'all later. One more.
What's up?
Peace to the gods.
Peace to the gods.